So for this question, we know that the first two rows right here, those are our parental ones because they have the largest value, and the bottom two are our double crossovers because they have the lowest two values. And if we look in the slides, there was a formula that we had to add our recombinants, which are two of the single crossovers and two of the double crossovers, which there are only two anyway. So basically, we already know what the double crossovers are, as well as the parental crossovers. We just need to figure out which of the two single crossovers we're going to take from here in the table out of these four values. And this is divided over the total times 100, which will get the map units. So for double crossovers, like I said, we already know that those are 9 and 8 because those are the smallest numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and plug them right here. That's 9, that's 8, and now it's just really in between either these two or these two for the single crossovers. So the reason why, the way you figure out how to use, excuse me, like which of the two pairs to use is, first off, you got to figure out the gene order. So whatever one's in the middle of the three letters, and that's going to be your double crossover because that's just how it works. So like basically the gene order is going to be either and what changes in the in a double crossover between here and here is the letter F. Excuse me. So then F's going to be in the middle, and it doesn't really matter where E and D are. It could be either EFD or DFE. That's going to be your gene order. So then with that in mind, now, God, I don't know what's wrong with my throat today. So from now we got the question asked to find the distance, the map units from F to D. So if we want to figure that out, of these two pairs right here, we need to look at where the mode of inheritance, in other words, the dominance / recessiveness of the two letters are different. Okay, so right here, if you look at D and F, they're both recessive in this one, and they're both dominant in this one. So we would actually not use these two values. But we look here, D is recessive here, and F is dominant here, and D is dominant here, but F is recessive here. So, like I said, we got to look at where the dominance is different between the two letters that we're comparing. So F and D, and these two are of different levels of dominance. One's and looking at this one solely, one's recessive and one's dominant, and then the same vice versa here. So we're going to end up using these two numbers as our single crossovers. I really hope I'm not confusing anybody, but yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and plug that in, and that's 68 and 65. Now, if the question had asked instead the distance between E and D, we're going to go ahead and keep our 9 and 8 the same. However, instead we're going to use these two as our single crossover numbers because if we're looking at E and D, sorry, not E and D, my bad, F and E, because F's in the middle. So we're going to look at, my bad, the levels of dominance or recessiveness, whatever, between E and F. And E is recessive here, and F is dominant here. And E is dominant here, but F is recessive there. So you know that between these two things, that their levels of dominance are different. So these are the two numbers you're going to use for your single crossovers. So we got 120 plus 113, and that will give you something. I don't know. I mean, the question's not asking that. It's asking for this. So real quick, I'm just going to go ahead and plug it in to show the calculation. But basically, like, if you follow the formula, you're going to get the answer of 15. But, 68 plus 65. I'm going to go ahead and confirm though on my calculator. It should be that, though. So 68 plus 65 plus 9 plus 8, 150. 150 divided by 1,000 times 100. And yeah, that is 15 map units.